Here's the Othello Garden.
Which plants come into use for you, Will Shakespeare, in Othello?
Oh, there are many, some of which you know: oak, willow, poppy, strawberries, rose, rush, lettuce, nettle, thyme, sugar, fig, and grapes. You may know less of hyssop, a most important herb, and mandragora, sycamore, and coloquintida. Many of these are dangerous plants.
And yet there are no gardens or forests in this play. So how do these plants fit in?
Iago is the only personage to speak of plants in the first part of the play. The parts you call Acts 1, 2, and 3. When the Empress Roderigo declares that he lacks the virtue to stop loving Desdemona, Iago scorns the notion that one is so helpless. Virtue, a fig! 'Tis in ourselves that we are thus or thus. Our bodies are our gardens, to the which our wills are gardeners. So that if we will plant nettles or sow lettuce, set hyssop and weed up thyme, supply it with one gender of herbs, or distract it with many, either to have it sterile with idleness, or manured with industry. Where the power and the corrigible authority of this lies in our wills.
Iago says there, we have reason to cool our raging motions, our carnal stings, our unbitted lusts.
Yes, he tells us what will happen with Othello, who is all sensuality and not reason. The blood and baseness of our natures would conduct us to the most preposterous conclusions. And he infects Othello by accusing Desdemona of loving others. Have you not sometimes seen a handkerchief spotted with strawberries in your wife's hand? Iago asks. Now, where is it? Driven by his nature, sensuality without reason, Othello believes him. Iago says the food that in him now is as luscious as locusts shall be in him shortly as bitter as coloquintida. Coloquintida is an extremely bitter fruit, a gourd about the size of an orange that we call a bitter apple.
Well, later in the play, the other characters begin to use plant imagery also. Desdemona seems to associate with the willow. She yields, she bends. It's as if she's infected by the inability to reason, or at least reason with Othello.
Yes, she sings, a poor soul sat sighing by a sycamore tree. Sing all the green willow, her hand on her bosom, her head upon her knee. Sing, willow, 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 sing. Sing, all the green willow must be my garland. Let nobody blame him. His corn I approve. And then Amelia, I will play the swan and die in music. Willow, willow, willow. And finally, Othello himself speaks of Desdemona as a rose. When I have plucked the rose, I cannot give it growth again. It needs must wither.
Was there no hope for any of them?
The name of the plant, nettle, means needle. But those who gather nettle quickly learn, the more firmly the hand grasps the nettle, the less it feels the pricks. Othello feels the venom, but warrior though he is, he cannot take firm hold of what might heal him.
Perhaps the more firmly you hold to reason and truth, the less they sting?
Perhaps.